Energy for success, as far as usage for controlling chronic pain, chronic stress, chronic mood disorder, sadness, depression, has just really finally people awakened to the fact that you can do it. The inside of your body, once all these sensors inside your body are turned on by the different practices, just 20 minutes a day that we've got for you. Chronic pain is a question that we get asked every day, and the whole medical system is overburdened with that. And so that's why people have gone to the pharmaceutical companies, just the regular grocery stores, pharmacies, compounding, supplements, everything to control supposedly chronic pain. And the problem with all of those is that name me something that has been used for chronic pain that was useful 10 years ago that's useful now, besides Tylenol or aspirin, which, is mainstream that people take. And it's very few things are left, mainly because they have side effects and they really didn't do anything better than controls when they were really tested. So if controls actually have a huge effect on chronic pain, then research was done over the years, both in Asia and in Europe, and finally in multiple major universities about, well, how could a person control pain without drugs or without supplements? And could thinking about it, or could the body be trained to control pain? Because the medications all have, effects that are not good for you. So that, and also the cause of the pain continuing, not being healed, is not good for you either. That's chronic stress. So then your cortisol's out of control, your epinephrine's out of control. Plus you've got the pain. Then comes depression because, I can't have a life without this discomfort. So that problem of chronic pain has been a huge black hole in which people have thrown tons of money in just to take care of it. And many people end up just using any kind of drug, any kind of popular drug, CBD, alcohol, any of the illegal drugs, just because they say, well, I have pain. And the greatest thing to know is that why, as a successful surgeon, I went around the world for 7 years looking for, is there something that you could do for yourself to take care of yourself, to make yourself healthier, stronger, more vital, and more resistant to not only pain that you've got now, but also resistant to injuries, falling and participating in sports, or picking up your kids, or sitting in a car for 2 hours. All those things people complain about, but they don't have a solution other than complain or use the materials we mentioned earlier, none of which solve the problem. It just gives you more to be not happy about. So the general level of there's no hope if you have pain is pretty severe in the world. And then people want an operation for it, which then often doesn't solve the problem of the pain and also then has its side effects. So that's why when finally working in the high mountains of China, I met the Grandmaster, direct descendant taught from 𝑺𝒖𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔 of the great technique of energy healing. And I studied him for a number of years. And then finally, I was trained to be able to do these treatments. But then when I brought them back to the United States, I just wanted to have lots and lots of people try them out. So I'd have them try everywhere I would go, where I'd lecture, or even around the world afterwards. I would just have people try it for different things. And then they would send me the records. So I would constantly get reports from people that, hey, this is really working. What is this? And I'm doing this myself. It's not costing me anything. And I can lift myself up by my own bootstraps. Nobody's teaching me this. They're saying, go to some clinic and sit in the waiting room, and then maybe they'll give you a drug. And then the drug loses its effect after a while. So you have to increase the dose, which is then even more dangerous for you. So energy for success, as far as usage for controlling chronic pain, chronic stress, chronic mood disorder, sadness, depression, has just really finally people awaken to the fact that you can do it. The inside of your body, once all these sensors inside your body are turned on by the different practices, just 20 minutes a day that we've got for you. And if you click on in the show notes, there'll be something that'll say the link that will take you to where there's always some offer that you can try it for your pain. And you'll see that it reduces it. We have so many reports over the past 20 years that people have used it for every kind of problem, even severe broken bones and multiple accidents in cars or in buildings or in construction or and just plain golfers who can't play golf anymore because all of a sudden they've got neck and low back and other kinds of pains, or same thing with other sports. And so then you start getting depressed because you don't have your physical outlet. The joy of Energy for Success for me is that it allows you to be the person who says, I've got this pain. I can listen to this guided breathing visualization for 20 minutes, do these physical practices, and all of a sudden you're better. I had a CEO of a huge company call me before he had to do a presentation, and he had this severe migraine. And he said, he didn't even know why he had the migraine. He said, what would you have me take for it? I go, well, do you want to take a drug or something? He goes, no, I don't. He says, I want you to give me some of that energy magic that I can do on my own. I said, well, it's not magic. It's just quantum physics. Even Einstein, Turing, all the people in quantum have defined it as, the complement of Newtonian physics. So the realness of it is why it works. And so I showed him over Zoom in his hotel room a number of exercises he could do, and no drugs, no medications, no supplements. And then he had to go, give a big speech in about an hour. And so I said, okay, so what did your migraine start out with? He said, it was severe. I said, well, level of 1 to 10, well, how bad was it? He said, it was about a 95%. I almost couldn't take it. And I said, what is it now after you just did over the Zoom with me 20 minutes of doing these practices and having the energy flow in your body? He says, it's down to about 15% left. That's about 85% gone. I said, well, if you keep doing the practices before your talk, you should be down to like 5% or unnoticeable, and you should be fine. And then I got a report from him that evening that he said, you're right, it went away. And it wasn't positive thinking. And anytime I felt like I was stiffening up or starting to get those dysphorias in the eyes, it can change with migraines. He said I would just put on the earplugs or earphones and listen to maybe 5-10 minutes of the guided breathing visualization. And what's embedded in there are all these vibrations that are healing vibrations. So it's all done for you. So it's not going to add more work to your already stressed out, chronic pain migraine. And the same thing goes with chronic pain for sports, chronic pain for any kind of playing pickleball, or whether you're playing, really a rough sport like football or something. Your body has to be able to heal itself. And all you need to do is give it a chance. And we don't, because we think that just throwing some pills in is going to do something, or connecting us to some wires is somehow going to do it. And it's certainly, all of those things have some benefit, but they don't carry you through your life, through all the problems you've got. You need something you can do on the spot, in your car seat, or in the airplane, or in your hotel room, or in your driveway before you get into the house for your family, where you just completely change to being this wonderful, happy, healthy, feeling great person who isn't suffering from any pain at all, even though you had a rigorous day. So chronic pain is not well addressed by any of the medical systems that are out there. They're all just sort of cover-ups. And that's why I love Energy for Success. And I really wish people would try out any of the things that we have for people just to enjoy through the link, that you'll see that you'll feel better. And then write me at least a couple lines about saying, hey, I didn't believe you, which I've heard thousands of times. But this really, really works. It works fast because your body's meant to feel better. And you just don't know how to open up your own sensors to do it. And these practices have been tried and true for years and years around the globe. Doesn't matter your age, whether you're in your 90s or whether you're 15 years old. So chronic pain, let's get rid of it without having to have the person who's suffering the pain suffer from something else in addition to it, or worse, never really get solving the pain and then just become addicted to something. And I know people say, well, I only have 2 drinks a night. And I go, why? Do you drink 2 because you like it? And they go, no, it just takes the edge off. Edge off of what? Oh, and then they talk about all their chronic pains. So even if you're a successful person, you're not taking care of your body in a way that it's going to stay successful if you're living under chronic pain without using these practices from Energy for Success that will allow you to heal yourself. Thank you for being here with us today. I love being with you and the information we've got. We've got so much more coming. So please subscribe if you would like to hear more in-depth information from us. And we've got a gift for you. Please look in the writing below. There's a link for a gift we're going to send you. And there's so many more things we can't wait to send you. So thanks for being with us today.